Jacksonville State volleyball, big weekend ahead with Belmont coming in Friday night, Tennessee State Saturday. We'll talk to Kaylee Frear, Jacksonville State freshman, about this season and the weekend coming up. All right, first of all, how does someone from Colorado Springs, Colorado, end up in Jacksonville, Alabama?
You know, I worked with this recruiter that works out of Denver, and he knows Terry, and I did a camp, and Terry was there, and I actually thought he was from Jacksonville, Florida. And then I found out he was Jacksonville, Alabama, and he was a great coach, and we worked on my arm swing, and it changed right away, and it was great. So I fell in love immediately. Wow.
Well, obviously where you're from, they're a little bit bigger, but there are some mountains around here, so it's sort of like home, isn't it?
A little bit. The trees definitely change a lot more because our aspens only turn yellow, so the trees here are red and orange and yellow.
Well, I've learned something. I didn't know aspens turn yellow. It is unseasonably warm right now this time of year, and at home, probably some white stuff on the ground already.
Yeah, it usually snows by Halloween at home, and I remember when I was little, I always had to wear snow pants or a jacket with my costumes.
Has it been an adjustment for you being so far away from home in your freshman year?
Yeah, it's been hard because I'm so close with my family, but I saw them the past weekend and it was good, and I talk to them almost every day. So
FaceTime, Skype, something like that?
We text every day. Sometimes we talk on the phone. So
playing wise, has there been an adjustment from high school and club ball to Division I volleyball?
Most definitely. It's so much faster. The game is so much faster, and I don't know, just coming from like a little school and like a little club, I was always like one of the better kids on the team, and now it's like I have so many people to look up to here. So,
well, when you're playing an opponent, I guess there's more 6'2" people across the net from you, and probably overall competition better than what you've seen, right?
Oh, definitely. I'm used to being one of the biggest kids in the gym back at home, and here it's crazy to see girls way taller than me.
Are you happy, satisfied with the way you've played this season?
I'm pretty happy. I know there's always room for improvement, and I would say I've gotten a lot better, which I'm happy with, but I'm looking forward to working more on defense and everything that I need to get better at. So,
a big weekend coming up with Belmont, Tennessee State coming to town, and you can't see the guy in the picture over here, folks, but I'm sure he's had something to say about this weekend coming up.
Oh, yeah. I think as a whole, we're beyond excited to play Belmont again. I know that was one of our best games of the season. It was so much fun, and I'm excited to see them again.
The Tennessee State match, though, didn't go so well the first time, did it?
No, we're ready for another match with them.
Have you noticed a difference from the pre-conference schedule to when you get into league play? More intensity, the opponent knows you better, anything like that?
Yeah, it's definitely more serious now that we're in conference, and there's a lot more recruiting and scouting with the other teams, and it's a little bit more serious, but it's a lot more fun, I think.
You like that?
Yeah, because it's just like there's something to play for here.
Best memory, favorite moment so far this season?
We were actually hosting a tournament here, and we were all eating lunch, and Rachel Pruki sat on my sandwich, and nobody told me about it, and I ate it, and everyone still teases us about it. It's great.
That will live forever, and now everybody's going to see it. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Biggest weekend of the year coming up for Jacksonville State as the Gamecocks get ready to host Belmont here Friday night at 7 o'clock, and then on Saturday afternoon, Tennessee State's the opponent at 2 p.m. Well, you've been on the road for 4 of the last 6 in the league. Now you got 3 straight at home, and I know you're happy to be back at Pete Matthews Coliseum for this all-important weekend coming.
Yeah, we really are, and we're excited. I mean, SGA, gave us a shout-out and said that they're going to, promo Friday night, whiteout night. So we're excited. It's a tough weekend. We're right in the thick of things. So it's down to crunch time.
It is very important when you look at the conference standings. You beat Belmont, so a win helps you from the standpoint of moving up in the standings, but also owning a tiebreaker over them, and you need to beat Tennessee State during a season split with that series.
Yeah, we really do. Both are good teams. Both are, again, right with us. Belmont's a game ahead of us. Tennessee State's tied with us in the conference. It's one of those typical weekend in the OVC.
Yeah. You beat Belmont earlier, first time Jacksonville State's ever beaten Belmont. I know that is a feather so far this season. Was that the best match, you think? Is that the best you've played this year?
Yeah, probably. There's been a lot of feathers this year. I mean, when you really think about the season and what we've accomplished, I mean, being number one, we're still number one in the country in blocks for over 2 months. Mackenzie Rombach should Friday night. She's 3 blocks away from the school total block record. She's only a sophomore. so there's a lot of feathers in our hat. Being UAB, we played really well there, and my wife being, I know this is going to surprise you, but being the smart one of the two of us, I know why you laugh at that. We were talking Saturday. I was a little bit disappointed in the weekend. Saturday we've been in a little bit of slump, but she put it in really big perspective to me that, if she said, if I would have been asked at the beginning of the year that we'd be 17 wins in the season, leading the country in blocks, being in the, right in the pack for the conference tournament without our starting setter all year, without Kim Krutzinger, one of our important middles all year, would I take it? And it kind of made me re-look at the season a little bit and go, yeah, I'd take it to be where we're at, because those are two big cogs in our team. So these freshmen have really stepped up. So there's a ton of feathers. I'm really proud of them. I mean, Mike, last night they came over to the house for Halloween, and their spirit, they're so engaged. They so much want to get better. And that's a big compliment to them, to what they feel about the school, the program. And I just love being around them.
Well, you're the only show on campus this weekend, so hopefully there'll be a big crowd here for you. I know at Tennessee State they had a crowd, and it really helped them in the match against you, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did. We kind of woke them up, and Lee and I both said that during the match. They had a block party on the Friday night there, and a DJ, and it was a great atmosphere. And, we won the first two games, and then it was 12-9, I think it was, in game 3, and they're outside number 1. Just went up and hammered a ball, and it was like all of a sudden everybody awoke in the gym, and it became almost like a concert in there. And we went 5. It was, we were up 12-10 in the 5th set, made a costly service error, and they just kind of, put us away at the end. Hopefully we'll turn that around, and but it'll be fun matches both Friday and Saturday.
You've grown a whole lot throughout this season. No seniors on this team. We've talked about that, and all the freshmen and the youngsters that you're playing. I guess we'll see how much you've grown come this weekend and the opponents of these two, right?
Yeah, I think we will, without a question. And for years to come, I think we're going to see how we grow. But I think these kids are excited to play. We got back Saturday and about 9:30 at night, and we turned around and practiced at 7:30 Sunday morning. And then
they loved you for that. Huh?
Well, but we talked about it. It wasn't like me being mean, and then we gave them time off to go to church and that, and then came back and watched film, and they were so engaged in practice. It was a great practice. We took yesterday off, so they wanted to hand out Halloween candy at the house and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a team that I see growing all the time. And when you've got that in a team, and such a young team that we have, as much as me as a coach want to win right now, and I'm so driven to win right now, again, back to my wife being the smart one of the two of us, she keeps putting in perspective of building this program. And it takes time, and she's right, but I still want to win right now. So this is a big weekend for us.
Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, buddy.
Jacksonville State will host Belmont here Friday night at 7 o'clock. Tennessee State Saturday afternoon at 2. Free admission. Come on out and cheer on the ladies here at Pete Matthews Coliseum.